Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and we're back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're talking all about NIST SP 800-171 Control 3.2.1, ensuring that managers, system administrators, and users of organizational systems are made aware of the security risks associated with their activities and of the applicable policies, standards, and procedures related to the security of those systems. So guys, this is a big one. I'm not going to lie, getting compliant is key to your business's success. And the key to that key is really all about how you and your colleagues consider this standard and the training that goes along with it. So here's a big common misconception, right? NIST SP 800-171 is not just about IT. It's really actually about a third about IT and information security, which by the way can include physical security as well. But there's another 2/3 there, right? So there's a third about your people and the training, right? Because, you know, sometimes you've got systems that could allow bad stuff in, and it's the person operating that system that needs to be fixed. And of course, about another third of it is risk management, something that very few small to mid-sized businesses really give much consideration to. Look, if you've built a big successful business or even a little successful business, and you're not considering the risks on a daily basis that could potentially take you out, like ransomware and cyber attack, the government wants you to understand those risks are very, very real, and it wants you to be in business the next day. So again, about a third of this compliance standard is all about risk management, right? Not letting the bad stuff happen. And that takes a plan. So when it comes to this control, the secret sauce of compliance is found in your company's culture, believe it or not. And that's big. You're thinking like, Mike, this is an information security standard. How could culture really play a part? Well, either you're all being compliant together. In other words, everybody in the company understands that information security is a big deal, or you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I know there's a little bit of cliche there, but in the essence of NIST SP 800-171 and DFARS compliance, if you're not serving up a culture of compliance in your business, someone within your business is going to take that as a cue to get relaxed, or even worse, not even care about compliance or security. And that's when ransomware, phishing attacks, cyber attacks, information theft, all that stuff is able to get through, because again, it just takes one wrong move. So look, you can't allow that, and the only way to do that is by creating a culture of information security and awareness of risk. I mean, that's why Control 3.2.1 is so critical. Everyone in your system, everyone who's got access to it, and I'm serious, everybody that's going to touch CUI must be made aware of the security risks that they could potentially bring to the company due to their online activity. So how do you do it? Well, the way we typically teach our clients how to handle this control is with a 4-part formula. So if you're ready, I'm going to spill the beans, all right? Let's actually talk about exactly how we dive in and solve this. So look, step 1, the DoD puts out a DoD mandatory CUI training. Google it. It's free. It takes 30 minutes for each employee, and they even get a certificate at the end. They actually get something to show for it. Awesome. Now you can actually prove that each employee that touches CUI has been trained in how to handle it straight from the DoD. Just keep that certificate on file. Boom, there's evidence. Step 2, DoD insider threat training. Google it. It's free. It takes 30 minutes for each employee, and they can also demonstrate they took it. Boom, straight from the DoD, so there's no denying it's adequate to also meet the control on insider threat training. So you got that control knocked out too, and again, you're really starting to allow people to be aware of what they need to watch out for. Step 3, a little bit of leeway here. We can recommend some different kinds of anti-phishing training. We like anti-phishing training because, again, client makes the call on what it is. We like KnowBe4, but internally we use Dark Web ID and their Bullfish training. Hey, look, here's an insider secret, right? Hit us up for an amazing price. The link is in the bio right down below. Literally, you can train your entire team for under $100 a month. I don't care if you got 500 employees, guys, under $100 a month. Just give us a shout and we'll show you how it works. Really, really cool phishing training, and they do a phenomenal job. And it's pretty awesome. Bullfish ID will also keep track of who messed up with phishing campaigns, right? So you can fish your employees, have a little bit of fun with it. If they click on the wrong thing, they go through some training. But the best part is that it tracks who went through the training. So again, more evidence that you're providing adequate training. And of course, phishing attacks, email attacks, those are our most common corridor in to the organization. Now, I told you there's 4 steps, right? So here comes step 4. Step 4 is optional for small companies, in my opinion. And for larger ones, I would say it's more of an internal decision, right? Part of our risk management process. So users must be adequately trained, right? What's adequate? Well, good enough. that's adequate, right? So whatever's good enough, and that is ultimately your decision. But it's an important one and something that you need to be able to have a good argument for how you decided what you decided was good enough or adequate to an assessor. So examples of extra training required may be something like ITAR or ear-specific training if you're handling import-export sensitive information. There's a great example right there, right? If you don't have an ITAR program in place and you're not training your people on how to handle ITAR and ear information, but yet you're getting it as part of your contract, well, you probably should be providing that training. That would be adequate. So, and by the way, we do have an ITAR and ear, done for you ITAR and ear program as well. So again, link in the bio, come see us. I think it's getitarcompliant.com. Pretty awesome, very easy. We make it so easy. How long does it all take to roll out to the company? And this is another question that a lot of my clients ask. They go, Mike, the last thing we really need is yet more training for our employees. Well, I'll tell you, the last thing you really need is a giant case of ransomware and a big cybersecurity breach in the middle of you performing on your government contracts. Not a good idea. So we tell all our clients, look, the entire training requirement for handling CUI should probably take about 2.5 hours per employee per year, all right? That's not a big time commitment, all right? Especially when you consider the overall benefits, and I'll talk about that in a second. So again, any employee touching CUI needs it. Not really so bad after all, 2.5 hours per year. So look, now what about the culture stuff? Okay, how do we begin to bake information security into our culture? This is one of the big things we help our clients understand. When they work with us, and I don't have time to really dive deeply into it, but the basics, the basic tip that I'll give you here is that a company that has a culture steeped in information security, a company that is more secure and safer to do business with, well, now that's a competitive advantage worth millions, okay? I'm not even exaggerating, guys. If you'd like to learn more, reach out to us through the link in the bio. Again, this is just a compliance tip. We don't really have time to really dive deeply into it. You can visit NIST 800-171compliance.com for more information. We'd be happy to tell you more about it, but here's what I'll tell you. Amongst many things that we help our clients with, one of the things people really get excited about is our growth training. We teach you how to really embed being a secure and safe to do business with company into your own culture, get your employees committed to being a part of that secure culture, get the employees committed to the idea that you're going to play your part in the United States defense industrial base. And it's an absolute game changer internally, externally. It's incredible, and I can't wait to show you guys, one day how we help our clients do that. So look, hey, if you're trying to get compliant right now with DFARS, NIST SP 800-171 or CMMC on your own, and you're looking for help, our compliance experts are always on call for you. Click the button below, schedule a chat with us. Again, link in the bio if you're watching this on YouTube, and one of our compliance experts can get you the help you need. Never costs anything to find out how we may be able to help you. And look, if you love this video, if you learned something from it, help us out, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button so you can get the latest information on compliance as we're rolling it out. Or if you want help now and you just want to get this thing off your plate, give us a shout. Again, link in the bio, and come see how we can help just get it done for you in just 2 to 3 days. Guys, thanks again. We'll see you next week with another compliance tip.